I said, yo, what's up, everybody? I'm Amara. This is Amara's Logic. Got a new video for you today. Milwaukee Bucks trades, rumors, and news live edition. Y'all know what we're here to talk about. But before we get into it, y'all know the spiel. Comment, like, subscribe, and share this electrifying content with the people. Just getting home from this Milwaukee Bucks versus Miami Heat game where the Bucks were able to redeem themselves from that blowout the other day, but we still got a lot to talk about because I did not like the way this fourth quarter went one bit. One bit. There's a lot to talk about going to this fourth quarter, but let's talk about the positives first. Let's look at these stats, and then we're going to get into the comment section. I know y'all charged up. I am too, but I'm trying to just be positive first. So Bucks win 122-114. We beat one of our main ops without two players. I mean, they were without Bam, so he definitely would make a difference. But we were still able to win this game. We did allow Tyler Hero to go crazy on us for 35 points. No one else really put in any work. I mean, Jimmy Butler had 13. Thomas Bryant had 10. Duncan Robinson had 15. That's way too much for him, in my opinion. And yeah, nobody else really to mention. They did shoot 19 to 20 from the free throw line. They were only 13 for 34 from the field. But again, 41 to 86, almost 50% from the field. I don't like that at all. I think that I I feel like they're still kind of playing that defense that they've been playing with Bud, with the sagging, the overcommitting and doubling, and we allowed a lot of open looks, and we also allowed Tyler Hero to get going early, which I didn't like, by allowing him to get into that middle paint area where he was just hitting them floaters left and right. That's how he got going, was hitting them floaters. That was crazy. Hey Griffin, you got to tighten up on this defense and make some adjustments, sir. Definitely need to tighten up. Giannis actually had a very solid game, 32 minutes, 12 of 21, 1 of 3 shooting threes, and I'm cool with that. He only took 3 threes. I'm cool with that. 8 of 11 from the free throw line. He did have that air ball, 7 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 steal, 2 turnovers, 33 points, plus 18. I'm cool with that. Chris Middleton didn't do too much, 5 points, but he did have 5 good assists that I did like. Still, some of his passes are a day late, they're dollar short, but that comes with Middleton. He only had 1 turnover, which is good. So we got to work Chris Middleton into it. You know, he can only play 16 minutes. He played 17. So we're slowly getting him back going. Brook had 11 points, 5 of 9, 1 of 4 from 3-point line, 7 rebounds, which is good for Brook. 3 assists, 1 steal, 1 block, 2 turnovers. Dame played 35 minutes. He had 14 shots, 7 of 14, 2 of 7, 9-11 from the free throw line. That's where Dame helps this team and settles us down when we get scoring drops. He's able to take it to the lane, and then he's able to get to the free throw line and make his free throw. He did miss 2 random ones, which was crazy in a row. But nonetheless, Dame had a very efficient night, in my opinion. 5 rebounds, 4 assists, 1 steal. The 4 turnovers, he got to tighten that up on them turnovers. Beasley, 32 minutes, 2 of 8, 1 of 6, 0 of 2 from the free throw line, 5 points. Hey, Beasley, wake up, sir. Otherwise, we're going to put you on the bench, sir. That's 2 games in a row. You giving us nothing. And then you had 2 turnovers. You really didn't do too much, to keep it real. Beasley playing 32 minutes, that's all you did? And he was getting cooked on defense. Beasley was getting cooked on defense. Let's not play that game. He was getting cooked. So I'm looking at Beasley like we might need to make an adjustment a few more games in if he don't get it going. I want to see Marjan or Andre Jackson Jr. in there. Real talk. If Beasley can't do nothing, 32 minutes, better get him up out of here. Jay Crowder, 25 minutes, 3 of 7, 2 of 3, 5 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 steal, 1 block, 1 turnover, 8 points. Bobby P being Bobby P, 16 and 8, doing what Bobby does. Campaign had 11 points and hit was 3 or 4 from 3. Surprisingly, he had some good production. Hey y'all, Connaughton played decent. He was getting cooked a little bit on defense, but offensively he played decent. The 23 minutes, he had 8 points, 5 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 block, 1 turnover, and he was trying out there defensively. He was definitely trying out there. But this is what upset me about this game. But now we about to get into this fourth quarter. Then I'm getting into the chat, y'all. This was ridiculous. 41 points in the fourth quarter is crazy. And you know what? I'm going to keep it real with y'all. I completely blame Adrian Griffin for what happened in that fourth quarter. You want to know why I blame him? Soon as I saw that lineup out there, you had Connaughton, AJ Green, and campaign all in at the same time. None of those people could create their own shot. What were you thinking, Griffin? That's the lineup that let him back in the game. Then after that, you let Dame come in with a similar lineup, and they were still getting cooked. Some of this was just ridiculous. And also, Dame needs to get more than 14 shots, period. Dame Lillard should be getting more than 14 shots. They should be feeding Dame. You see, he could take it to the rack at will. Dame Lillard can literally score at will. And if he doesn't score, he's going to go to the free throw line. Why are all of these other people taking so many shots? Dame should be getting Dame should get 20 shots a game, especially with Chris Middleton on minute restrictions. That's crazy. He should be getting 20 shots a game. He's the person that stabilizes the offense when it's up and down and a little herky-jerky. He's the stabilizer. He needs to get more than 14 shots. But those two lineups in the fourth quarter killed us. They killed us, y'all. Some of that was just crazy. But all that being said, I'm just happy the Bucks won. They were able to beat a team that went to the finals last year, and there's been one of our main thorns in our side. So to get a win is still a win. So that's still dope. And I'm about to get in the comment section. Let me go ahead and post the link in the live. Give me a second, y'all. There we go. Let's get started. Let me look in this chat real quick. See what y'all on. I know it's about to be a lot of entertainment here. A lot of entertainment. Let's start here at the top. Let's get my boy Speed Bump said Bobby Portis is tough. That is very true. Very true. Oh, we got my boy Daniel tapping in. Let me get you in the green room, bro. Comments there off, bro. Michael Williams said Bucks look like doo-doo in the fourth. I'm hoping the gelling period is over soon. Should have beat these bums by 30. No, we're going to lead it up about 20 games. We're going to have to – this is growing pains, Mike. Definitely growing pains. Conrad Turtle said, if seriously looks like they play preseason basketball still. Way too many lineup changes. It is. These first 10 games are going to be like preseason. They're definitely going to be like preseason. Gibson Nicholas said, come on, Bucks. What are you guys doing? Those experimental lineups that we saw in the fourth quarter should never happen again. Period. Let me get you in here. Let me get my guy up in here, Daniel. Woo! Go ahead. What you got? This was an interesting one. I went from being talking crazy to being nervous in a quarter. You know what I'm saying? How you feel, bro? Shout out to you.
Man, I'm gonna give Pat Connaughton his flowers. He had a good game. So I'm gonna give him his flowers. He had a good game. But man, like they should have blown him out after it was pretty much it was a blowout again. This is the same thing that happened against the 76ers. They got off by 20 points in the fourth quarter. You got these messed up line, and they just want to keep. I don't know why keep doing this. Like well that he's not gonna give up, and then they got a lineup that's not gonna create shots.
Right.
I mean,
there was nobody that could create their own shot. That was the problem. As soon as I saw them lining up in the fourth, I'm like, oh, they're about to come back. Bro, you had campaign, AJ Green, and Pat Connaughton in the game at the same time. And Pat can't really hold defense no more. AJ Green ain't no defensive wizard. And campaign stay hacking. What was he thinking? I know that this is like preseason still. They figuring out, but that's not the type of lineups you experiment with. It's a razor thin line for that type of lineup to be successful. I didn't agree with it one bit, Daniel.
But you knew they had restriction with Chris Middleton, and it wasn't going to show up in the second half. But I didn't know why they did that. It was just I was mad, but at the same time they put the starters back in. To be honest, they should have put Portis in a little bit more too. If they wanted to do that, put Portis back in more because he was pretty much he was
He was hot.
creating.
Yeah, he
He
was
was
hot,
hot.
bro. Yeah, he was
Yeah,
hot.
he
I agree with that.
yeah. So I just when Marshawn was sick tonight, and I just Marshawn. I mean, they should know they line up. They your second team is gotta start with Portis, and then you put like a little bit trickle of Dane and a little Giannis. A little bit of Jake Crowder. He had
You know
good
we
little.
need a little bit less? It's a Malik Beasley if he don't tighten up.
Oh
Malik
yeah,
Beasley was out there throwing to nobody, random turnovers, bad decision making. Hey Malik, tighten up, son. Or we gonna put
tight
you on the bench, bro. Tighten up.
Mr. Three throws. Oh no.
Oh yeah, if you not hitting free throws and you not hitting threes, there's no. He's like, to me, Malik Beasley is the same as Pat Connaughton because neither one of them can hold defense. If you not hitting your shots, bench them right away because they're absolutely useless. You feel me, Daniel?
I feel you. I'm just glad they got these. I mean, yesterday was bad, but now they won this game and they gonna have to go
It's
get.
headed in the right direction. We gotta be smart about the lineups, and I still think we're allowing way too many open threes. Period.
Yeah, and they ain't got to get going too. I
Yeah,
just think
yeah.
they're. I know they really doubling. They doubling him really bad right now. They're trying to make sure he doesn't get going.
Right, yeah.
So
But
I just
that's
hope
where we gotta scheme to that though. That's on coaching staff to scheme him to get open.
get open. I'll probably some double screens just to get him
Yeah, yeah.
open.
The same thing they do for Steph is what we should be doing for Dame. I
I
mean,
know
at the end of the
I
day.
didn't do it. They should be
Yeah,
double screen him and then shoot threes, and he can be wide open shots. I mean, he's missing shots too, but
yeah.
it
They're contested. Those are some tough ones. Those ain't no wide open look. But my man Daniel, let me get in the comment section. They firing up in here, bro. Shout out to my
all right,
man Daniel. Peace out, bro. I'll get back at you. All right,
all
bro.
right.
Let me see if my man is still here. All right, bro. You gotta call in with your camera on, fam. What's good? My boy Gibson said, "Come on, Bucks. What are you guys doing? They's doing too much experimenting, bro." My boy Dwizdorf 3, what's good, done? This loss for the Heat puts them last, the conference 1-3. It's still early in the season. I'm just glad they at the bottom where they belong. Dwizdor 3 said, I said, yo. Shout out to Coach Griffin for giving AJ Green some minutes. That was positive. Even though we didn't get much from AJ today, that was a positive. Now, what I will say, too, I think if Marjan was available, Beasley would have got benched a lot sooner. And I think that with Marjan in the game, he would have gave Tyler Hero a lot of problems defensively. He, with his length and his speed, that's what we needed to shut down Tyler Hero. We let Tyler Hero get way too comfortable tonight. Brandon said, I don't like Tony Brothers. Me either. Yeah, the refereeing today was terrible. Again, I feel like when we win a game, we got to beat the refs and the other team, because what happens is we get on big leads. If y'all notice, we get up by 15 to 20. All of a sudden, you see these ticky-tack calls getting called, and they drag in the opposing team back in the game. It happened every game. If y'all pay attention, watch when we get up 20, how the calls just flip the switch, and all of a sudden they getting tic-tac calls. Like Tyler Hero was getting superstar calls out there, which was wild to me. Tyler Hero getting superstar calls was crazy. Gibson Nicholas said, love what I see from the Bucks. Made the Heat pay for what they did to us. Not yet. We got to cook them in the playoffs when it matters. This is just regular season. We got to cook them when it counts. Shout out to my boy Gibson Nicholas, straight out of the Bahamas. John Jackson said, how do we go from top 10 defensive team last year to almost being the worst to start of the season? You got new players, bro, adjusting to new schemes. It's just going to take time. Like I keep saying, we're 20 games before we'll know what type of team we have. 20 games. We got to be patient. Tony Tone said, Griffin kills me when we up 20 and takes Giannis out, put in Connaughton, shake my head, killed all the momentum. Yes. I said it right when we was in the arena. What is he doing? When you got let me tell y'all something, all right? When you got your chance to put your foot on somebody's throat, you put your foot on their throat. You throw out all of the minutes and who's supposed to be playing when. When you have the opportunity to put a team away, you put them away. By Griffin doing that, he allowed the other team to come back in instead of keeping our starters in and just putting pedal to the metal, get up by 30, then they can rest. It Griffin got to start thinking a little bit more out there. He got to start thinking. Dwarf 3 said Kevin got a headache after seeing KMK trade that 3-point. I was surprised to see Campaign hit that many threes. John Jackson said, I mean the Toronto game in the regular season where they came back with like 3 minutes left in the fourth and sent us to over. Yeah, that was terrible when that happened. I know exactly what you're talking about. That was terrible. Cynthia in the house. What up, Cynthia? What's good? She said, what up, Bucks Nation? What up, Cynthia? What's good? Good to see you. Conrad Turner said Middleton needs to come off the bench with Beasley along with Porters. No, I think we need Middleton to start, but definitely Beasley and Porters. Now I'm starting to think more and more Marjan might be a little bit better to be the starting shooting guard just because he can play defense. Beasley can't play no defense. He just can't. Let's just keep it real. Isaac Jackson, what's good? Bucks playing better tonight. Yeah, they did. They played better, but they didn't finish the game strong though. That I will say. John Jackson said you didn't see the Toronto game, but people in here who did know exactly how bad it was. No, I do know how bad it was. I watched that. My boy Brandon said, go Bucks, go. Fear the deer. Take it one game at a time. Hope we'll bounce back tonight and put hands and feet on Miami. And we did, sir. Mr. 414 was good. All that mattered to me tonight is that Miami walked out of here with an L. Facts. Facts. That's the most important thing. There's things we need to tweak, understood, but the main point is that we beat our ops after we just got blown out. Conrad Turner said Middleton needs to understand that role. What role, Conrad? Conrad said once Griffin figure out the rotation and players understand the assignment, this team will be flawless. I agree. But I also think that we need to allow... This is what I'm seeing still. Giannis needs to have the ball in his hands in order to score. That still needs to be worked out. He needs to learn to let Dame be the facilitator and have his hands on the ball and then him be more in the paint. Unless he's doing a screen or pick and roll, Giannis still needs to have the ball in his hand to be effective. That can't be the permanent solution. Giannis has to learn to play off the ball. The team is better when Dame is running the show. Dame he had some turnover, but he dropped some nice dimes today. And Dame can score at will on anyone. And if Giannis is in the paint, they're doubling Dame. He should be getting easier looks. My boy Brandon in the house. What up, Brandon? Let me get you up in here, fam. All right, that was a tight one, Brandon. That was a tight one. We ended up winning, but it was a struggle in the fourth. It seemed like the wheels was coming off. Those two lineups at the beginning of the fourth, I think, allowed Miami to get right back in the game. We should have kept the starters in and just put our foot on their throat, bro. Tell me what you felt about today and what you noticed. On you, Brandon.
I think, okay, I know it's a lot of thinking, but I think we need to give them 20 or 21 games
Yeah,
to
agreed.
figure everything out first.
Right.
Then we're going to be on a rampage.
Yeah, right. Yeah. So,
20 games.
yeah, I agree with you. But what you see tonight, though, what did you notice tonight, Brandon? What you see tonight?
I'm not I did not a five call. Like someone said, a lot of people don't like the Tony brothers.
Right. Tony Brothers is a hater. Hey, Brandon. Tony Brothers is a hater from way back. He's a hater. He's a hater.
Every time we be at home or out we never do not get no call.
We don't get no calls. We don't get no calls ever like that. But I will say this, Dame was getting some calls, but Dame was being aggressive, taking it to the rack too, though. I do like Dame for doing that. 9 out of 11 free throws. I'm cool with that. He's constantly getting double-digit free throw attempts. I think that's good, but I think Dame need more shot attempts. 14 seemed light to me for Dame. Even though he scored 20-something, I think 14 shot attempts is light, in my opinion.
I think, okay, I like Chris Middleton play, but I think when he come up to minute position,
Right.
yeah, we should see him with full strength
Yeah.
with Giannis, Dame, and Brook.
And that's what we gotta wait to see. But that's gonna be about 10 games down the line till we kind of see them at full strength. And what did you think about Beasley tonight? What you think about Beasley?
I think he needs to get it together for sure. Because I want to see Marjan play, but Marjan didn't play tonight.
Right.
So if Marjan was available, I think we should have Marjan in the starting lineup. Then let Beasley coming off the bench with Jay, and Pat. So
Yeah.
that way the bench can hold increase the lead to let the starters win.
Absolutely. Absolutely. No, I agree with you 100%. I agree with you 100%.
think I think Wicker will pick up the pace a little bit more as the
No,
season.
that's good. No, I agree with you. I agree with you. And shout out to my boy Brandon. You know I gotta get in this comment section, brother. But salute to you. Appreciate you tapping in. All right, my man Brandon. All right, Brandon. My man Brandon tapping in. Don't worry, Brandon. You like you said, we both been saying 20 some games. I think that's what it's gonna take. Dwizdorf3 said Pat shouldn't have the ball as much as he does. Luckily, he redeemed himself with that layup after turning it over in the third quarter. Yeah, Pat can't dribble. Oh, can y'all please make sure that y'all hit the like button? It helps other people see the content and lets me know y'all enjoying the content. Please hit that like button. Appreciate y'all. Appreciate y'all. Shout out to the chat. Let me get into some of these comments. Josh James was good. Hate that we lost that large lead, but glad we didn't lose our heads completely. Agreed. We sometimes that happens. Teams go on running, and it's just a snowball effect. But we were able to hold it together and do enough to win. And Giannis hit some free throws down the stretch too. Let's give Giannis his credit. Giannis hit some free throws down the stretch. He didn't shoot bad. 6 of 9. I'm not too upset with that. I'm not too upset with Giannis today, but as far as on the free throw line. But the thing is, he still needs that ball to do what he does. We got to figure out a way that he can still be effective playing off the ball as well. He's definitely gonna have the ball in his hands at some of the time, and when they sit Dame, then he can run the offense and vice versa. But what I'm saying is that Giannis, when him and Dame are playing together, he has to learn to play off the ball and be effective. And if he's not, just give the ball to Dame and get out the way. Just give Dame the ball, get out the way. Because Dame can score at will. My boy Airplane's like, come on, y'all, finish strong. Yeah, we finished. I don't know about strong, but we finished. Chidi was good. We need to work on our fourth quarter games and always retaining huge leads in games during the fourth. Similar stuff happened to us against the 76ers. Agreed, Chidi. Agreed. Shout out to you. Hey, you was in the green room, but it didn't have your camera on or whatever. So if you want to pop back in, shout out to you. Got a plan, Stan said. I haven't missed a Bucks game in 8 years, and I don't give a what happens in the regular season games. We damn sure didn't play Toronto in the playoffs last season, so I don't know what you dudes are on. I think they're just talking about giving up big leads. I think that's the main thing. Got a plan, Stan. Voring times 2 was good. We'll be fine. It's just frustrating, but we basically a new team. That's a fact. We're a brand new team. It's going to take time. Dame bounced back pretty solidly too. Dame is gonna be Dame. I completely agree. He did bounce back. 14 shots, 7-4. I mean, he was extremely efficient. And what I loved about Dame is whenever we had another player besides Giannis that can get as many free throw attempts as Dame has been getting, that's where Dame brings so much value. He's able to put pressure on the defense and get to the free throw line and hit his free throws at a high clip. Those are the benefits of Dame. And no, I don't cosign ISO ball, but you can literally give Dame the ball and get out of the way. He's going to score or get a foul. That's what I love about Dame. Dame can instantly stop another team's run just by himself. We need to find a way. You know what? We need to start doing like double screens to get Lillard open, because a lot of the threes he took today were extremely high difficulty. He's not getting wide open looks like some of the players on Miami were getting. He's shooting contested threes. So if I'm Coach Griffin, right? What I would be doing is watching how Golden State is getting Steph open, because him and Dame are very similar with double screens, high, low, down screens. We need to do that in order to get Lillard going, because once he gets going, then he can shoot from anywhere. And then that changes everything on the defense. Now they're trying to get 3 and 4 people on Dame, and people should be wide open. We need to figure out ways to get Dame open. We don't have to worry about that with Giannis. Giannis can score when he wants to, as you can't really D up Giannis. But if Dame get going, that's a whole different animal. When Dame get going, as you saw in night 1 in the opening game, when Dame get going, it gets dark fast. It gets dark fast. Y'all saw him just run off 14 points last game by himself. We need to make it a point of emphasis to get Dame open. If that's double screens, whatever, we need to get him open. Got a plan stance that a win is a win. Just remember, in April, the standings don't care whether you win games in October by 1 or 57. That's a fact. That's a fact. Shout out to you. That's a fact. Bucks #1, terrible fourth quarter. Absolutely. There's no way the Bucks should be giving up 40 points, 41 points in the fourth quarter. Unacceptable. Hey, Cynthia's in the house. Cynthia said, hit the like button, y'all. And Tony Tone, big facts. Please hit the like button. We listen to Cynthia in the chat, y'all. We should be seeing some likes go up now. Appreciate y'all. Shout out to the chat. Chitty said Marjan was ill. Yeah, it would have been nice to have him play today, because I really think he could have taken some minutes from Beasley and been more effective. And are y'all okay with Pat Connaughton's performance tonight? I felt it was solid for what we needed from him. It was solid, but his defense is still not that good. Eric Payne said, "Let's go, dear strong." Absolutely. Cynthia said that they needed this win. Middleton has 5 assists, which helps still. Oh, Cynthia, I thought you was about to give that man a compliment before I saw the trash can. I was like, oh, Cynthia is going to be nice to Middleton today. Nope. Hey, Cynthia, you wild consistent. Shout out to Cynthia. Joseph McBeth said Marjan is ill. That's why he didn't play. Yep. But it would have been nice. Beasley, I'm concerned about. Voren Times 2 said, we'll be fine. It's just frustrated. We basically have a new team. I think I read that out. Absolutely. Trina D. Reynolds said, hi. What's up, Trina? What's good? John Jackson said, hey, Trina. What up? My boy Jeff said, I said, yo, from the OC in Cali. Shout out to Orange County. Joseph McBeth said, Griffin needs to get this lineup together. He's going to cost us wins. It's going to be some wins sacrifice and things sacrificed for us to figure out our real lineup. So we got to be patient with Griff. Now, after 20 games, if it still look reckless, we're on his helmet. We're on his helmet. Mr. Troll said, all I got to say is, how do you lose a 24-point lead again? This team getting old and lazy. It wasn't that, Mr. Troll. I understand where that's coming from, but a lot of that was due to the lineup. The lineup that we came out in the fourth quarter with was absolutely stupid, period. There's no way that you should have Connaughton, AJ Green, and Cam Payne under any circumstances all on the floor at the same time. You just shouldn't do it. That was a huge mistake on Griffin. He will never do that again, trust me. Got a plan stance at Middleton plus 14 again, like on Thursday, making stuff happen. Middleton, besides a couple of passes being a day late or $1 short, Middleton was a good facilitator, threw some lives, gave some nice passes. Shout out to Middleton. Trina D said Bobby P was excellent. Agreed. Bobby P was in his bag early. Got a plan stance said, nah, Beasley was great last night, though. I wouldn't say great, but he was solid. But today, he just didn't look like he had it. Gibson Nicholas says, that's why we need an assistant coach to help this team with our offense. We'll see. I'm still not seeing what I want offensively yet. And if I don't, then they should definitely look to get the D'Antoni or somebody of that stature, because Dame should get easier shots if we have Giannis and Middleton out there. Dame should be getting easy looks, in my opinion. Oh, Dark Kent, what's good? What's good? What up, Buck Nation? Why was Buck starters in a dogfight with Miami second string? Lineups. It was a lineup thing. We were good until the fourth quarter, Dark Kent. We were good until the fourth. Chitty said we need to tell Griffin to encourage the players to not have a relaxed feeling of game one during the fourth. I don't think it was that. I really think it was the people that were in the game that was the problem. Mr. Cool said Hero cooks everybody. No shame in that. Hero's a really good player. I agree. Hero's good. I definitely agree with that. Got a plan said Miami only played one starter in the fourth too. Hero cooked us with bench dudes. They got momentum, and it was just hard to stop the momentum once they got started. We should have never took our starters out. Sanju Tate said Giannis on Butler first quarter 0 points. Let's go. I'm glad you mentioned that. I meant to say that, Sanju Tate. Great point. Now, for those who remember last year when Holiday was getting cooked, when we were saying he should have put Giannis on him, now you see why we should have put Giannis on him. Butler could do nothing against Giannis. Marjan Cron said Patton Green death lineup. Come on, man. Ha! Ha! Jimmy Roller said facts. Was good, Jimmy Roller, my guy. Mr. 414 was good. He said those lineups need tweaking, but then again, it's very early in the season. I think as the season progresses, the vision of what we all feel the team can be will become reality. Fear to dear. Yeah. It's coming. We just got to be patient. That's why we're just going to talk about what we see. We're not going to overreact. We're just going to talk about that game and just that game singularly, because like it's going to be different every game as they're figuring things out. And you got to think there's so many new players. They don't know where somebody's going to be all the time. They got to get comfortable and gel as a team. It's same with Giannis and Dame. It takes time, y'all. I keep using the Miami example when they had LeBron and Wade, where at first they was just giving each other the ball. You go, then I go, instead of trying to get some type of cohesive offense. So we just got to give it time. We got to give it time. Shout out for the super chat. Let me get to the super chat out here. Shout out for the super chat. Appreciate you. Oh, man, I got to scroll. Okay. Alejandro Ruiz, what's good? 199 super chat, appreciate it. Middleton should run the second unit along with BP. But then one of the starters is going to be out there, either Dame or Giannis. But I'm still with that, though. I'm still with that. Let me get back up here. It's a ton of Oh, hold on. I see my boy in here. Let me make sure. 78, what's good? Shout out to the LDBC and the general. Chris need to sit down somewhere. Giannis and Dame still trying to mesh. Billy the Kid was 0 for 4 from the field. Where was Beauchamp? Beauchamp had an illness, 78. He had an illness, bro. But he's good. Conrad Turner said Griffin is micromanaging minutes. Looks like watching preseason basketball. It's going to be preseason basketball for the first 10 games while they figure it out. I agree. John Jackson said, why is it Jokic and Murray can spam two-man game all night, but Griff doesn't want to play Dame and Giannis together? He's going to have to figure that out, because that's it. We should be mimicking exactly what they do. We should be doing the exact same thing. I'm very confused by that. I agree with you. Mario Lunar was good. Bobby Porter's defense looks better than previous years. I agree with that. Thank you, Jeff. Giannis hitting free throws in back-to-back games. Can he keep it up, though? Let's just be happy he hitting free throws now. He had 2 good games. Let's just hope he can build that momentum. I'm happy that he's hitting that. John Jackson said Bobby was excellent tonight. Agreed. Mr. Cool said the biggest problem with the Bucks is once you are up 20, it's important to take good shots. The Heat was ready to throw in the towel, but Giannis jacks up a bad 3 for no reason. Can't do that. He wasn't the only one. Lopez took an unnecessary 3. It was like they were trying to stop the bleeding instead of just playing basketball. And I also thought that Griffin in that run, when we were up 20, should have called a timeout when it got to about 15 and made an immediate lineup change and brought all the starters back in instead of picking and choosing, trying to work around minutes. when you have a chance to win, minutes go out of the window. You put your foot on their throat, and then that's the thing. If you put your foot on their throat, everybody can rest. But I'm giving him his time. I'm not blacking out on him. Giving him his time. Mr. Cool said Beasley will be okay. Yeah, he better be okay. If not, Marjan gonna be in there. I'm telling you. 7Z said at John Jackson, Jokic is a much better passer and shooter than Giannis. Griffin is a defensive assistant. There's a reason why he was an assistant for 14 years. Interesting comment. Okay, 7Z. I understand what you're saying, but Giannis is a passer, and Giannis can score in the post, and you have to respect him cutting. So I still think we could run a similar scheme, 7Z. But I understand what your viewpoint is. Mike, what's good, Mike Urbanek? I think the only put those lineups in because we were up 24. I think he's trying to see where people fit. Bud never went that deep into the bench. Good point. But but once you saw the experiment not working, you should have retreated. Once you saw that lineup wasn't working, you should have called a timeout and retreated them dudes. What up, Keith? Just saw my boy Keith at the game with my boy Princeton. Shout out to both of y'all. And what's the word, family? Smash that like button for my boy. Yeah, shout out to Keith. Let's get them likes up, y'all. Appreciate it. Let's try to get to 60, 70 if we can. Let's shoot for 60 right now. Try to get to 70. Appreciate y'all in the chat. Let's go, y'all. My boy Keith. Gibson Nicholas said Giannis need to stop trying to shoot 3 balls and play more in the post. I agree, but he only took 3 threes. He did hit 1, so I'm okay with that. 7Z said no Bam tonight. Correct. My boy 78 was good. Beasley was giving off Matthews vibes on. Oh, why you bomb on him like that, 78? Come on, man. He had a bad game, but we watching him, fam. We watching him closely. When Beauchamp gonna take his food, I'm telling you. He gonna take his lunch money if he ain't careful. Jay Lewis was good. Pat doesn't need to be in the game for 23 minutes. He had 8 points, but he is a defensive liability. 8 points and no defense does not deserve over 20 minutes a game off the bench. You're absolutely right, sir. Pat Connaughton should be playing no more than 15 minutes, especially if he's not hitting threes. 15 minutes should be the max. Because I'm gonna tell you right now, they hunt for Connaughton on defense. They on offense. They hunt Connaughton because he can't move laterally. He's trying. I saw him make a couple hustle plays, but his defense is definitely regressed. Premium Play said, imagine Crowder if he played at Bobby level. Woo, that'd be great. Also, Crowder defense is looking a little sketch too, but I'm going to give him some time. Jeff said, I hate to say it, but the hometown boy was going off. Hero was showing he got game. We all know Hero got game, though. Hero ain't no punk now. Hero's definitely not a punk. Mr. Cool said it's the bad shot selection when we are building leads is our biggest problem. This is, I promise you, the difference. I agree. There was definitely bad shots during those runs. Absolutely. 7Z said, what y'all think? Giannis coming out, taking every shot, shooting threes and mid-range jumpers? I would prefer for him not to do a lot of that, to be honest, 7Z. I think Giannis should be in the post or taking it to the cup or being inside the paint. He needs to be Shaq. He needs to allow Lillard to just patrol the outskirts while he's dominating in the post. That's what should happen. They should be Kobe and Shaq. Dark Kent says, sorry, Bucks Nation. I'm not sure about this brother as the new head coach. We got to give him time, bro. We 3 games in. Let's not overreact. Oh, yeah. We got the Bahamas checking in. Hold on. We got my boy checking in. Let me get you in here. There we go. My boy Gibson. He said what was going to happen. My boy Gibson said we was going to get a heat that work. Gibson knew what was going to happen. Tell me how you feel about the game, Gibson. I know you're a little upset about the 4th, but tell me how you feel, Gibson. Go ahead. It's on you, bro.
I a little upset, right, Amber, is because of how everyone trying to blame Mr. Griffin so far. We have to realize that he is a new head coach trying to fit in our system. We get new players, we're trying to figure out their footing. We cannot just rush and blame them just like that.
I agree. No, I
Can
completely agree.
Nah, what I need Giannis to do, and I want him to listen, if he in the chat, to listen to me carefully, very carefully. He need to learning, start learning to play more like Joker, the Joker. He don't dunk, he don't shoot no trees, just feed them, like what you say, feed him the ball, and you give it back to you, dominate them
They
in
should
the
be
post.
doing the
You don't
pick
need
and roll that Denver's doing. The same thing. They should be doing the same pick and roll. Giannis should just be cutting hard to the basket, and then they got to make the choice on Dame. If they double Dame, Giannis should be open, or somebody should be open on the wing. That's just how I feel. And Dame just needs to be fed. You got somebody that can drop 60 at any time. He can drop
anyone.
60. Feed this man. And I feel like the other players are still playing amongst themselves. And I felt like they were freezing out Dame a little bit. Dame should at least touch the ball on every possession. He doesn't have to shoot it, but he needs to at least touch the ball on every possession. That's just he just need to touch the ball every possession. He's too electric to not do it. You know what I mean?
Right, and what you say, Giannis need to stop bringing up the ball, man. I don't like. He need to stop bringing up the ball. Learn to
Yes,
play more off the ball. I want
he
to see
got.
that.
He can do that when it's the second team. When he running the second team, then he can do that and just go right down to control the ball. But if him and Lillard in the game, Lillard needs to be the facilitator. He needs to be the head
Right.
of the body. You know what I'm saying?
He looked like he needed me to call him. He need to learn that you have to let Dame bring up the ball. Learn that you run to the post and you punish them in the paint. You
That's
need to play
it.
like a team. Punish
He's
them in the
talking
paint.
now.
You see how
Gibson talking. Gibson is talking. Go ahead, Gibson. You doing your thing, sir.
you see Amber, you see how Akeem Olajuwon used to play. He used to punish them in the paint. You know when gonna
Right.
stop Akeem in the paint.
And
So
you're not
I
gonna
know
stop
what he.
Giannis. I think it's pride a little bit. He want to shoot jumpers. He don't want to be looked at as one dimensional. And why? Shaq didn't care. And he's a skinny version of Shaq. Go in the post, put your hand up, turn around, bow. That's it.
Dominate, dominate
That's
them in
it.
the paint. But the one thing would impress me tonight is the comment I read on Instagram. Him and Griffin had a conversation, and Griffin let him lock up Jimmy Butler. Now that's what I like. That's what we supposed to do. Now
Mm-hmm.
that we can see Amber, we can see more of that. More of that to come. Like
Right.
what
No,
you
I
say,
agree.
we ain't worrying about the Boston Celtics. We're trying to see if they go and hold 82 games. We ain't worrying about them. We trying to get ourselves in shape
Right.
so when we buck them, we don't know what to do because they out here trying to blow teams, trying to win whole 82 games. We ain't worrying about them. We ain't worrying about. We
We
worrying
worried
about.
about the playoffs when it count. We worried about the playoffs when it count. My man Gibson. Absolutely. No, we definitely worried about the playoffs, but we do need to, like I said, we got to be patient with this squad. Get them time to figure out rotations and gel. You guys got to understand, these first 10 games are going to be like preseason. There is going to be a preseason mentality. You see how deep he went on the bench. We just got to give it time to figure out what works, and then I'm hoping in time that he can situate the offense as well. But if he can't, I think we should bring in an assistant coach that can assist him with running a good scheme on offense.
Just before I go,
Uh,
who you will think would be the best offensive assistant coach for Mr. Griffin? That's what I
like
would
a
like to
Mac,
know because
Mike D'Antoni.
all right, because we need John Horst need to move fast. We gotta make move fast. We gotta move fast. We need an assistant coach who can help sort this
Right,
offensive because I still ain't like what I see and these players them what we have on this team, they need to man up. They need to man up. They need to stop being chicken and you will getting paid millions of dollars to play basketball, not to
right.
come and you gotta play. We gotta show them this year the Bucks is serious, man. We gotta take this thing seriously. We
Yeah,
gotta
we
come
will,
with the
man.
smoke.
We definitely will. We just gotta be patient. Let's be happy we got the win, and we back in the win column. And we gotta take it from there. And next game, we gonna build. We gonna build, Gibson. We just gotta take it
Ah,
game by game, my guy. Game by game, Gibson. But let me get back in this comment section. Shout out to the Bahamas. Shout out to my boy
peace,
Gibson.
peace.
All right, man. Have a good one. All right, go. My boy Gibson. Always showing love for the Bahamas. Salute, salute. My boy Domiated Dragon with the 199 super chat was good. Giannis as a dunker is scary though. Yeah, that's what he needs to do. Being opposed, just dunking on people. That's all he needs to be doing. Hey Stacy, I see you in the chat. Milwaukee Black, I see you in the chat. Let me get to some of y'all comments. It's just so many here. Y'all gotta give me a second. Give me a second. Oliver's story was good. You got awesome viewers. Your audience have great basketball knowledge, but Crowder need to stop easy shot by the opponents. Agreed. Appreciate that, Oliver. Appreciate that. Shout out to the chat. You see, the audience is respected. We got the best audience in the game. These are some of the most knowledgeable Bucks fans that I know. Shout out to y'all. Shout out to y'all. I got my noisemaker set up. I was trying to go live, so I didn't have time to set up. Got home from the game, but we'll be good for the next live. P was good. Dame still isn't being used enough. No, he is not. Way too many open looks, and Giannis taking too many jump shots when he literally has Dame on the floor. That's my point. You have Dame. No one, I damn near don't want nobody else shooting besides Dame Lillard. Do y'all not see how smooth that man's jumper look? Even if he missed, it looked like it's going in. Feed Dame. Feed Dame. We should be focusing on feeding Dame. Giannis can get his money whenever he wants. If we can get Dame going, that's what makes this team unstoppable, is when Dame is clicking. Jay Lewis said giving up 41 in the fourth was crazy. Stacy in the house. What up, Stacy? Beasley also doesn't seem to like shooting when he's open. Like, what are you doing, Malik? Malik had some mental lapses today. We hope he tightened up, Stacy. We hope he tightened up. Oh, preview play said less threes for Lopez. Maybe. I think he should only get 3 a game unless he hitting. If you hit one, you get an extra one. Your max is 3. That's what I think. Mario Lunar was good. Griffin is still learning, but taking Giannis out too early, which let them lose their big lead. They need to fix that. Yeah. You can't be thinking about minutes on the lead. And then I just see him with his hands behind his back when his lead is just getting dwindled. I was like, Adrian Griffin, you better tighten up out there, sir. You better tighten up. Stacy said spicy take, but I thought Griff had better coaching performance than he did yesterday. He definitely lost his marbles in the fourth quarter, though. Yeah, he was cool until the fourth. He was definitely cool to the fourth, and then the wheels came on. I don't know what that was about. My boy Jeff said, hit that like button. I did. Yeah, shout out to Jeff. Let's hit that like button, y'all. It's 85 of y'all in here. Just hit the like. Not asking for anything extra. Just hit the like so we can build this podcast, this Bucks Nation that we got growing here, that's friends and family. Hit that like button, y'all. Shout out to the chat. My boy King Keys. Yeah, Dame should be touching the ball every offensive possession. I don't even see how that's not possible. Like that. Dame is one of the 75 greatest players to ever play basketball. Let that sink in. He's one of the 75 best to ever play the game. Why are you not allowing him to touch the ball every time down? Period. It shouldn't even be you shouldn't even be thinking. It should just happen naturally. I don't care, like I said, if he's shooting or passing, he just needs to touch the ball. Because he draws so much attention that you're going to get other people open looks. Vardaris was good. In the end, it's going to be Middleton, Crowder playing together, and Malik and Beauchamp. I think it is the most balanced way of the team to play them. Interesting. I could kind of see what you're saying there. Interesting take. Shout out to you. 7Z said basketball is a team game. A team will be hard to beat if multiple guys score in double digits. No, I agree with you. 7Z, I'm in complete agreement. All I'm saying is I feel like Dame should touch the ball on every possession that he's in the game. Just touch the ball. It's going to get other people open looks because they gotta, as soon as Dame get the ball, they panicking. They panicking. Clark Sports was good. They need to give Giannis the ball more instead of watching Dame shooting the ball. Sir, Dame only took 14 shots. And Giannis shot 20-something. So Giannis got his shots. We're just saying Giannis need to be in the post. Giannis need to be in the post a little bit more. My boy Milwaukee Black was good. Get the likes up. AJ got more time but could not get open. We need to run screens to get him open like Tyler and Duncan Robinson. Exactly. There's so many teams that run an offense that we can mimic. I just don't know if Griffin is waiting until he knows what his lineups are going to be before he start instituting the offense. So he needs to see how guys play. That's why I said this is almost a glorified preseason, this first 10 games. Let's see how they look after the first 10 games and then after the next 10 games. I think that'll tell us who our team really is. Mr. Troll said Giannis and Brook need to make better, harder screen. But that's the thing, though. When they do, they'll say that offensive foul, they was moving or something. So it's a delicate balance. Clark Sports said he shot 10 threes yesterday just to make one. Nobody played good yesterday, though. Nobody played good. And today, Dame was 7 of 14. Look. Hold on. Y'all not going to keep bombing on Dame Dollar like that. Just so you can see, Dame took 14 shots. He was 2 of 7 from 3, 9 of 11 from the free throw line. This is what's important, that Dame gets to the line. Look at everyone else. No one else gets to the line. Giannis or Dame, that's it. That's what we care about with Dame, getting to the line because you're putting pressure on the defense. And then he was efficient. He shot 50%. What else should he be doing, bro? He shot 50%. And shot out about 90% from the 85% from the free throw line. That's what he should be doing. Premium Play said, I agree. Study Warrior scheme to get Dame home. Yes, we're going to need double screens now. They're coming with 2 and 3 people at Dame. Carrie said Chris isn't scoring much. It's because of the minutes restriction. Don't trip. It's all good. It's the minutes restrictions. Michael Urbanek said Pat was fine. He played solid offensively. His defense is what's lacking right now. I said it earlier, Domier the Dragon. Marjan would have been great to cover Hero. He would have caused Hero all types of problems. Easily cost him all types of problems. Daniel Joe said Pat is trash on D. I agree. He's definitely trash on D. For sure. Mr. Cool said there's always a psychological part of basketball. When you go up big, then they take out key players. You're naturally lit up. That happens. Goodness, this happens to all NBA teams. Exactly, but we're just saying, I completely agree with you, Mr. Cool. We're just saying what was the catalyst to us losing that lead, and the catalyst was that weird lineup we had at the beginning of the fourth quarter. That was the catalyst, is what we're saying. The starter still should have been in to put the game completely out of reach. Then they could rest comfortably. That's what should have happened. Gibson Nicholas said, Amara, I agree with you. They need to watch Golden State play better. Agreed. Daniel Joseph always blacking on people. He said Beasley's butt cheeks. He's too small. He had a bad game. He played straight yesterday though, Daniel. Come on, let's cut him some slack. But yeah, he was trash today. Clark Sports said if you see you don't have it from 3, pass the ball. Give Lopez and Giannis better look. Get more assists. I agree. That I agree with 100%. If you're not hitting from 3, pass the ball. Move the ball. I do feel like the ball was sticking a little bit today, and it wasn't enough ball movement. I know more than you. Shout out to my mans. CTE Bucks. Pat still sucks. Get rid of Oppenheimer. Need offensive coach to force Giannis to set screens and run P&R with Dame. Yep. Run pick and roll with Dame. Agreed. CTE Bucks. I know more than you said Oppenheimer got Giannis overthinking his shot. I agree. I think whoever Dame worked with to shoot his free throws, his personal trainer guy, should be working with Giannis. That's period. Giannis, whoever he's working with should be fired because he's not doing anything. Ali Benjamin was good. He said, you can see we're slowly getting it together. Give him a little time to figure out the rotation. I completely agree with you, bro. Ali Benjamin said, Griffin seems smart. I think he will adjust as time goes on. That's what I'm saying. These first 10 games, win or lose, this is all experiment. So we got to take that with a grain of salt. Here go my mans right here. Hold on. We got my guy in here, B Shack. What's good? Hold on. Let me get you here to talk to the people. Y'all see the face. Y'all know the man. B Shack. Floor is yours, sir.
What's going on?
Man, what's going on, bro?
Listen, someone's got to get to Giannis. Someone's got to talk. Someone's got to talk to him. I think tonight he was a little thirsty for revenge against the Heat. That's what I think it was.
Right.
But where is this pick and roll, man? Where where is the pick and roll that the whole basketball world has been looking for and anticipating? Giannis is going to have to give the ball up. Dame's not going to demand it. Looks like he's not going to say, "Give me the rock." Giannis going to have to give it up.
He's trying to be
It doesn't
respectful,
make.
and I get it. Dame is trying to be respect. Even check
Yeah,
Dame
yeah,
Lillard 14 shots. That's crazy to
yeah.
me, B Shaq. That's crazy, bro.
But how can anyone? You can't talk about or complain about Dame's shooting. He needs the rock to get a rhythm. How can he get a rhythm if he can't get the ball like he should?
And them threes that he took were all under duress. Not a lot of time on the shot clock.
Yeah,
He trying
yeah.
to get up. It's not like he's getting wide open looks and tricking. You know what I'm saying? It's they got to figure out. They got to understand. I respect Giannis to the utmost, 2-time MVP and all that. But we need to. This offense has to go through Dame now. It has to. It has to go through Dame. B Shaq.
It's got to. On a positive, I like how Middleton came out. I mean, he's moving well. I mean, he's moving. I think it's going to be a. I think once he starts playing real minutes, he's going to help make this offense a lot smoother.
Yeah.
I also and Pat. I got no use for Pat right now, man. I got no use for Pat. Um, I would love to see serious. I would love to see them put Andre Jackson on Hero tonight. Get some minutes on Hero. That would have been. I mean,
B
if
Shaq
nothing
talking.
else, you
He's
could have used
spitting,
him some
ladies and
foul.
gentlemen. He's spitting. Go ahead, B Shaq. He's spitting. Go ahead.
So, I mean, with Marjan out, it would have been nice to see AJ get some minutes on
Right.
on Tyler. But anyway, I think it's a good win. Giannis got to 30. I think Dame got to 20 tonight.
Dame had. Let me go back here and check. Dame had 25. Right. Right.
How? I mean, that's the quietest 25, man.
Nine
Lord
of
have
11 from
mercy.
the free throw line. Hey, B Shaq, Dame Lillard is a monster. He don't even need a lot
Yeah,
to get you a dub. That man is a monster. That's why you need
I
to
had
feed the
no
beast.
I had no idea his driving game was like this. I don't know. I don't know why I didn't know this about him in Portland. I didn't know he was such a beast going to the hole, but we're gonna be all right, man.
Yeah, yeah.
We're gonna be all right. But Giannis is gonna have to change his mindset, man. He's doing the same thing, revving up, running toward the paint. Yeah, he got away tonight with a lot. Bam was out tonight, so it was a little
Mm.
easier for him to get there. But Griffin or someone's gonna have to get to him and say, "Yo, get the rock up." And so that's
But I
pretty
think they
much
can't
it,
do it
man.
this
But
early.
I'm
I
glad we
think that
got the
that's
win.
coming, B Shaq. But I think that they have to play a little bit before Griffin can say, "Hey, after watching so many games, I think we need to do this." He can't do it this soon. You know what I'm saying? He gotta give them some
Yeah,
time to kind of see why he's saying that, if that makes sense. Sometimes you gotta, you keep telling somebody something is hot, and you gotta let them sometimes, burn themselves a little bit, and then see, this is why I want you to do this and that. That's what I'm thinking. You know what I'm
perhaps,
saying? It
perhaps.
happens.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
on the positive, we won. And I think now we see the value of Beauchamp defensively, because Hero wouldn't have got off like that on Beauchamp. I'm telling you that right now. That wouldn't have happened on Beauchamp.
Well, Heroes. I mean, he's back home, right? So
Right.
he was a little hyped tonight,
Right.
and so he got off. But I think when someone start, and this is what I thought was going to be different about the defense. We're going to be a lot more physical. When
Mm-hmm.
someone gets going like that, you gotta put your body on. You gotta knock them down a few times. You just can't let them
Right.
just come in there with those floaters. And he's not even a big guy. He's a little slim guy. You should make
Brook was
make him
giving up way
pay.
too much ground, B Shaq. Brook was giving up way too much ground. He gotta stand. He should not fall down further than the free throw line. Period.
Yeah,
If
I
I'll
agree. I
score
agree.
if you let me run that far into the paint. I'm a score on a floater. These are professionals. I'm a guy.
Yeah.
Just knowing how to hoop, I would be able to score. You know what I'm saying? They got to
Yeah.
fix that because that's kind of that Bud. That's still the remnants of Bud and how he played that drop coverage. We gotta get rid of that, man.
Yeah.
We gotta get rid of
That's
that.
true.
Yeah, we gotta get rid of
All
that.
right,
I'm gonna
bro.
get back in this
All
comment
right, man.
section. Shout out to my man B Shack. Always a pleasure when you on the live, bro. Shout out to you.
Yes,
Hope
sir.
to see you in the next live. And all, hey, y'all. Whenever you see this man on here, always know jewels will be dropped. Pay attention. Shout out to my boy B Shack. All
All
right,
right, bro.
bro. Go. My man B Shack. Shout out to B Shack. Always dropping now. You see Gibson. You see Brandon. You see Daniel. They be up in here dropping gems all the time. Shout out to the intelligence of this chat. No foolishness, no rubbish. People just dropping knowledge consistently. Shout out to y'all. Oh, my boy, the truth that made it up in here. The truth was good. They finally got away from all those jump shots and started driving. I know Dame started driving. That's a fact. Shout out to the truth. My boy Eric Payne, we're going to be fine. Absolutely, sir. Abadoya Joshua was good. Dame missed 3 open threes. I think he's still finding his momentum. He gotta get more shots in a certain amount of time so he can get in a rhythm. That's the thing. We gotta get Dame in a rhythm. Uh, the truth said that's the problem. Dame has to play off the ball in order for Milwaukee to see their maximum. I would think Giannis need to play off the ball. Why would you think Dame does? Elaborate on that. The truth. Shout out to my guy. Milwaukee Black said, funny how Giannis and Crowder made Jimmy tap out with the ice pack, but Coach Bud refused to switch them on Jimmy last year. Yeah, they was beating on Jimmy. Shout out. We shut Jimmy down. Which I will say, that's what we need to give. Hey, can I get a like for that? We got to give Griffin his prop. He completely eliminated Butler from this game. Yes, Hero went off, but nobody else went off. It was really just Tyler Hero. So there was defensive adjustments made. The truth said we can't copy Denver because Giannis and Dame don't fit like Jokic and Murray. Understand, but they still can do some remnants of what they're doing, though. I'm not saying like for like, but use that as a blueprint and see where we can do to use a similar format. Oh, my boy Sal Cali in the house. What's good, Sal Cali? Fakers are getting are getting effed by the Magic. Shout out to them scrubs. The truth said you can only coach what you got. Facts. Noose is in the house. We got to learn to finish off games a lot better. Agreed. Luke was good. I like how Giannis and Dame looked. Yeah, they were efficient today. Very efficient. Marvin was good. I know it's only 3 games of chemistry must be in sync, but overall defense of this team and the lackluster shot making to ice the game late. Yep. Agreed. But we got through it. Squid was good. Giannis is better than Shaq. You can't compare that play style. Whoa. That's a bold. Ooh, that was heavy, sir. Orlando C says, shout out to you, bro. Being consistent, allowing people to express their opinions. Absolutely. That's what I hear. Hey, Orlando, bro, this is friends and family, bro. When you join this podcast, you part of the family here at Bucks Nation. Everybody should be able to speak their piece. Everybody should be able to see their questions being mentioned. That's what this is all about. That's what I want to do different than everybody else. Y'all is just a big part of this podcast as I am. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to y'all. My boy Pass. What's good, Pass? Give coach some time. Look at the time and the Celtics. They were terrible the first 25 games. Then once the coach and players gelled, they got much better. Agreed. Make sure I don't miss nobody before I get up out of here, y'all. Oh, yeah. Nicholas. What up, bro? Bucks Nation. Absolutely. Respect to you, sir. What Mr. Cool said. Mr. Cool said the reason Giannis brings the ball up is because Giannis sucks in the defense, especially in transition, which allows for other players and wings to be open if they help Giannis at the rim. But that's the same thing to be said if Dame bring it up. He gonna suck in the defense too from a lot further out. So that's exactly my point. Squid said Damian didn't shoot well though. How can you give him the ball? You don't want Giannis to be a dunker. This brother needs to go to bed. Sir, Damian Lillard shot 7 of 14 from the field. That's 50%. He was 9 of 11 from the free throw line. He's not going to shoot 100%, sir. He was 2 of 7 from 3, and a lot of those threes were under duress. Squid, tell me what you think would have been a good stat line for Dame. Seeing he only took 14 shots, he hit 7. What else could he have done, sir? Marvin Child said Dame's shot will come, but it was the right decision tonight to let Giannis have the ball. He were defending us well from the arc. It made sense to keep Heat guessing with Giannis having the ball. Agree. At times, I definitely agree with that. Micah Benz was good. Amory used to see Drew Holiday get 18 shots, 2 free throw attempts. Dame can't shoot 20 plus because he shot 14 and got to the line 11 times. On top of that, James just does it differently. That's a fair point. Shout out to you, Micah. Abadoye said Beasley was off today. He's a one-game wonder. Come on, y'all. Marjan Cron said, I see you, chat. Absolutely. Let's get to 70 before I get up out of here, y'all. 67. Can I get 3 more likes, y'all? Appreciate it. Kerry said, yes, Giannis needs to be in the fourth quarter to maintain. Yep, absolutely. Maintain leads. I got you, Kerry, to maintain leads. The truth said Milwaukee still has the same problem. Either Giannis is your playmaker or he's a finisher. Milwaukee needs to address whatever the opposite of what Giannis is playing. That's a great point, the truth. Shout out to you. Squid, come on, man. Yes, feed Dame. Nobody on this chat is going to tell you not to feed Dame. Yes, feed Dame. Dame will help you, sir. You feed Dame, he's going to go off. He had 25 tonight on 14 attempts. Come on, Squid, man. Come on, bro. Karan Jamar was good. The second unit really missed Marjan's defense tonight. Great point. Great point. B-Shack said Pat is useless. I would have loved to see Andre Jackson Jr. get some minutes on Tyler here. I would have too. Squid said Dame sucks so far. Chat, do you agree with Squid's comment that Dame sucks? Got the 199 super chat from the homie. Let me get to that real quick. Dominated Dragon said, appreciate the 199 super chat. I wish we would have seen Andre Jackson Jr. early to guard Hero. I agree. Stacy said, and I appreciate that super chat, bro. Appreciate you, Dominated Dragon. Salute to you. Stacy said, too many good players on his team. Dame doesn't need to play like he's still important. They'll figure it out how to work together better. I agree. Great positive comment. Let me make sure ain't nobody. Oh, the Green Ranger in here? Hold on. Green Ranger, what's good? Green Ranger said our best possession typically involved Dame. There's a reason our biggest leads come when he's playing. Dame being on the court and not touching the ball is losing basketball. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Let me make sure I didn't miss nobody before we get up out of. Oh, I didn't see you, Eli. Hold on. What up, Eli? Did we ever hire a new assistant coach that will focus on the offense yet? Not yet, bro. We'll see what happens. Karan Jamar said, yeah, Amber, you hit it right on the head. The lineup start the fourth was crazy. However, I did think everyone thought we had the game sold up, but he actually left Giannis in there too long at first. Agreed. Let me make sure I ain't miss nobody. Hey, Squid, you need to come on the live, Squid. You need to come on the live because I definitely would like to talk to you about some of the stuff you saying, sir. Shout out to you, though. Noosa said, if we face Boston in a series today, we get swept. This team is lacking an identity on offense, and defensively, there's not enough communication with many missed assignments. I agree. That's why it's called the full season. We play 82 games to work out the kinks for the playoffs. But no, they're out of sync. But this is a whole new team. So that's just what it is. But I'm about to get up out of here, y'all. We in here for over an hour. Shout out to the chat. And let's try to get to 80 before we get out of here. Let's try to get 80 likes before we wrap it up. And I'll see y'all. I think the next game is Wednesday. So I'll be going live after the game Wednesday. Peace and love to the chat, as my boy Gibson Nicholas be saying. Shout out to Gibson Nicholas. I'm Amber. This is Amara's Logic, Milwaukee Bucks trades, rumors, and news live edition, where we discuss the Milwaukee Bucks win today at Fiserv Forum, 122-114, in front of friends and family. Comment, like, subscribe, and share the electrifying content with the people. Let's try to get 6 more likes up in here, y'all. 74. We got 73 people up here. Can we get 6 more likes before we get up out of here? 75. Can we get a couple more likes? It's all good. Oh, there we go. 77. Three more. Three more. We good. Three more. We got to win today. Let's get 80 in there. We got to win today, y'all. We chopping it up at 11 o'clock at night. Look how Bucks Nation is dedicated. Shout out to Bucks Nation. Shout out to Bucks Nation. I don't think we gonna make it. They not gonna make it. Hold on. Jimmy Roller said Squid is tweak. I want Squid to come on the game, come on the live, sir. Yeah, he's talking spicy. Shout out to Squid. Carrie said thanks for the chat. Absolutely. Absolutely. 76. Maybe we'll get it after. All right, 77. 3. Can we get 3 more, y'all? 3 more? 3 more likes? Going once? 2 more likes? We're at 78. Somebody can be the hero and get the 81. Get somebody who's gonna be the hero tonight. We need a hero. 79. I need a hero. Can we get 80? One more, y'all. Just one more like. Come on, y'all. 79. Can we get 80? Oh, y'all not gonna be able to get 80. Okay, 70. There we go. Shout out to the chat. Look at the dedication. Shout out to y'all. Appreciate y'all. See y'all this coming Wednesday, man. Amara's Logic. Love the people. Love the chat. This is Bucks Nation. We're building here. We're building the foundation to support this team right here. You want the best, latest Bucks news? This is where you need to be. If you think I'm lying, ask the people in the chat. Gone. I'm glad we whooped Miami too. They needed this. Humble them fools. Oh, damn. Got the super chat. Let me get the super chat before I got out of here. Shout out Jimmy Roller for the 70.99 super chat. Get to 80. Salute and respect to Jimmy Roller for the $7.99 coming in spicy at the end of the night. Shout out to you, Jimmy Roller. Tim Jones said we'll be straight, and I'm straight out of here. Shout out to y'all. We'll be back. Let's go, Bucks Nation. Gone.